Hello, I'm Michael. I'm with East Sussex Paranormal Society, a founder, co-founder, and also the parapsychologist for the group. Today we're here with Mr. Peter Hobcraft, and he is the owner of this lovely, lovely, lovely castle, which is, of course, one of Henry VIII's lodgings. And what we'd like to do is ask him a few questions today about the actual property and get some information. Then afterwards, we'd like to go to some of the hot spots here where there might be some paranormal activity. Peter, how long have you lived here?
Oh, I've been here 30 years now.
30 years now. So you would actually have a pretty good level of experience as far as what's going on here.
Oh, yes.
On the paranormal level. And you are currently living in the top portion of the castle.
That's right, yes.
And can you give me an idea where the really, really hot spots for paranormal activity are here in the castle?
Well, most certainly on the top floor.
So the floor that you're on,
yes,
is where you're experiencing most of it.
Well, yes, there's been a lot of activity there, and also in the King's Bedchamber, and then downstairs in the banqueting hall.
Right, and when you say the king, you mean King Henry VIII.
King Henry VIII.
Of course,
yes,
of course. You have to love him. There's so much history about King Henry VIII here in England. And he's owned so many properties in this area, and of course the castles and everything else. He made a really big influence on English history. Yes. Upon moving in here, did you immediately notice that there was something going on?
Oh yes, it was really special. You know, just to walk here in the footsteps of where Henry lived all 500 years ago.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
Exactly. It's got to be incredible. Okay, so basically what we're doing today is we're here to do basically a walkthrough to see where the hot spots are, and find out where there are any experiences that have happened. Do you have any stories that you could tell us real quick about something that happened to you in particular since you've moved into the castle?
Well, yes. Might be a little scary, but...
That's fine, we like scary. That's okay.
Well, certainly in the King's Bedchamber, I went in there one day and I just felt a presence and of being pushed towards the windows. It was really amazing.
So as if it wanted to push you out of the window, perhaps.
Mm.
So this is another case of possibly what happens when you move into a castle or a residence that has paranormal activity is that they feel that you maybe don't belong there. It's still theirs.
Yes.
And the way it's set up here, it's such a lovely place. We've seen how beautiful it is. We've had a little bit of a view of how gorgeous it is. Of course, we'll include some shots of how beautiful it is from the outside and the interior. Do you have any employees here who have worked here? Because of course this is run as a bed and breakfast or a hotel.
Well, it is now, but I mean, my family was here and my mother experienced several things here.
Really?
I mean, she was on the first floor one day, looking out of the window. I don't know what she was doing. She maybe doing some polishing or something.
Right.
And she felt a presence behind her.
Right.
And looked round, and there was a strange dog going up the stairs. And she thought, well, why has this come in here? And followed it up the stairs to, you know, say, you know, to get rid of it.
To where, try to run it out of the household,
There was no animal there.
Really?
She looked everywhere and that animal wasn't there. It was so spooky. It had long legs. It was a very strange kind of
A strange
dog.
breed of dog, of course, we've had experiences and stories from other people, especially in some of the castles that we've investigated, that some of the animals who used to reside in the premises are still protecting the castles. The dogs were always known to be very protective of their owners and very protective of the property, and that's one of the reasons why they had so many dogs around the premises, as with today, to keep people from coming in who aren't wanted. After your mother had that experience, have you had any experiences in certain rooms other than the King's Chamber that we might want to have a look at today?
Yes, most certainly. On the top floor, the very top room, which is up like a twisting staircase, at the very top of it is a room, and regularly there is seen a 17th century seated ghost.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, can you explain a little bit further about what that actually means?
Well, of course, 500 years of history, there is so much, and things have changed from period to period.
Of course.
This one was in 17th century costume, so that's how
Right.
we
Right.
place
That's
it.
how you place the time.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Okay, so since you've been here over 30 years, would you say that the place is pretty much active on a nightly basis, or is it once a week, or once a month, or is it just
Well, it
kind of here and
varies.
there?
It varies, but we have many people come here just to share these experiences.
Of course, of course.
And they come back again and again, and well, I must find things here. I know they do.
Well, it's
Themselves.
got to make you pretty famous, Peter, because the idea is that once anybody who's into the paranormal or paranormal experiences finds a place where there is activity, they're going to want to come back.
Yeah.
And the idea is that what we'd like to do is we'd like to start to bring people here to Bolebroke Castle, and that they can, of course, have a comfortable bedroom to sleep in for the evening. And we would do a lights out investigation, pretty much an overnight investigation, where you can try to find some of the things that Peter here has experienced, and his mother and various other members of his family have experienced. Those things obviously are still here. 500 years of history, of course, and within 500 years I don't think they're about to leave anytime soon. So what we'd like to do at East Sussex Paranormal Society is invite anybody out there who is willing to work with us on a program of coming here and doing some overnight investigations. We'd like to make that offer to you. Of course, we will discuss the financial contributions that are made to be able to stay in one of the rooms here. It is a luxurious place. It's lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous. The experience is going to be great, even if you didn't capture a full apparition, or if you didn't get anything on EVP or any other type of device that you're using. Just to be able to stay in a place that has a rich history that this place has is going to be glorious, and an experience that you won't forget. So once again, I'm Michael from East Sussex Paranormal Society, and this is Peter Hobcraft, the owner of the property, which is, I would say, I'm so jealous that he could own something like this, and I wish I owned it. I'd be doing investigations the rest of my life to try to catch up to where he's at right now in 30 years of being here. But once again, from East Sussex Paranormal Society, I am Michael, Peter Hobcraft, and we look forward to hearing from you and contacting you, or you contacting us about having an overnight investigation here at Bolebroke Castle. Thanks a lot.